Britney Spears eyes big payday with upcoming biopic based on her memoir, The Woman in Me. Britney Spears is reportedly making strategic moves to bring her life story to the big screen. And this time, it's not just about creative control but also securing a massive financial deal. After the success of her 2023 memoir, The Woman in Me, which detailed her tumultuous rise to fame, personal struggles, and eventual freedom from the conservatorship that controlled her life for over a decade, Britney sees a biopic as the next logical step in reclaiming her narrative and her financial future. A source close to the project revealed to Life and Style magazine that the pop icon is not just passively involved in the early stages of the project. She is taking an active role in shaping the story and ensuring it is told accurately and respectfully. Britney understands how high the financial stakes are here, not just for the studio but for her personally, the source stated. She knows that a successful music biopic can be a game-changer in terms of both career resurgence and financial windfall. The potential for a huge payday appears to be a key motivator for Britney. In recent years, successful biopics like Bohemian Rhapsody 2018, which chronicled the life of Freddie Mercury and the rise of Queen, and Rocketman 2019, which told the story of Elton John, have not only garnered critical and commercial success but also significantly boosted music streaming and catalog sales for the artists involved. The success of these films proved that well-made music biopics have the power to reinvigorate an artist's legacy and bring in massive revenue. Britney is reportedly determined to avoid the mistakes made by other biopic projects, most notably the Madonna biopic that was ultimately shelved after years of development at Universal Pictures. The real story here is that, unlike the botched Madonna biopic that Universal wasted 2 years of work on, Britney's movie has strong source material in the form of Britney's 2023 book The Woman in Me, the insider explained. Britney knows her story resonates with millions of fans who have followed her career from the beginning, and she wants to make sure it's told properly. Madonna's biopic, which Madonna herself was heavily involved in directing, faced significant creative and production issues, ultimately leading to its cancellation despite years of work. Britney reportedly learned from that situation and is taking a more balanced and strategic approach. And that's where she differs from Madonna, the insider noted. Failure is not an option. Britney's strategic approach to the biopic. Unlike Madonna, Britney is not rushing into the project without carefully weighing the creative and financial aspects. According to OK magazine, acclaimed director Jon M. Chu, best known for his work on Crazy Rich Asians and the upcoming Wicked films, is attached to the project. Chu has already expressed excitement about the opportunity to tell Britney's story, while also remaining tight-lipped about specific details. "I cannot talk much about the Britney story other than I have been a Britney fan for many years," Chu told the press. However, he did acknowledge the cultural significance of Britney's journey. She represents a generation of people growing up in the 2000s and late 90s, and she has a story that deserves to be told properly, he added. "There's a lot about us in it." Chu's comments reflect how Britney's story is more than just a personal narrative, it's a cultural touchstone for an entire generation. Britney's rise to fame as a teenage pop star in the late 1990s, her dominance of the pop charts in the early 2000s, and her highly publicized personal struggles made her one of the most recognizable and talked about celebrities in modern history. The source material for the biopic, The Woman in Me, provides a deeply personal and unfiltered look at Britney's life. The memoir became an instant bestseller, selling over 1 million copies in its first week alone and sparking widespread media attention. Britney's decision to finally open up about the years she spent under the restrictive conservatorship, her complicated relationship with her family, and her journey toward reclaiming her independence resonated with both longtime fans and new readers. Britney's book was a game-changer, the insider said. 4 years, the media told Britney's story for her, often in ways that were cruel and sensationalized. Now she finally has the chance to set the record straight on her own terms. That's what this biopic is about. A potential goldmine for Britney and the studio. From a financial perspective, the stakes are incredibly high. If the biopic follows the trajectory of other successful music films, Britney stands to make a massive profit, both from the film itself and from the renewed interest in her music catalog. "There's a giant payday at the end of all of this," the insider confirmed. Because a successful music biopic sends your music streaming numbers into the stratosphere. Following the release of Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen's music experienced a resurgence on streaming platforms, with songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Will Rock You climbing back onto the charts. Similarly, Elton John's music saw a massive boost after the release of Rocketman. Britney's catalog, which includes hits like Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, Toxic, and Stronger, is already iconic, but a successful biopic could propel her back into the cultural spotlight and introduce her music to a new generation of fans. Britney is reportedly focused on the long-term financial benefits as well. Britney is thinking big picture, the source explained. This isn't just about telling her story, it's about securing her financial future. Since the end of her conservatorship in November 2021, Britney has regained control over her personal and financial decisions. However, rebuilding her financial foundation after years of legal battles and restrictions has been a slow and challenging process. A successful biopic could provide Britney with a level of financial independence and security that she hasn't experienced in years. Creative control and legacy. One of the key differences between Britney's project and Madonna's failed biopic is Britney's willingness to collaborate with experienced filmmakers and allow room for creative input while still maintaining control over the narrative. Britney is very involved, but she's also trusting the process, the insider said. She understands that Jon M. is a brilliant filmmaker who knows how to balance artistic vision with commercial appeal. Madonna's biopic reportedly stalled because of creative clashes and Madonna's insistence on micromanaging every aspect of the production. Britney, on the other hand, appears to be taking a more measured and pragmatic approach. Britney knows what works and what doesn't, the insider noted. She's letting Jon do his thing, but she's also making sure that her voice is heard. Britney's story is one of resilience and survival. After years of being treated as a tabloid fixture, she's finally taking control of her own narrative, and the potential rewards, both financial and personal, are enormous. This is Britney's chance to tell her story her way, the insider said. And she's determined to get it right. While the biopic is still in its early stages, the combination of Britney's compelling life story, Jon M. directorial talent, and the renewed interest in music biopics creates a recipe for success.